How are we doing tonight, Card Breaker Nation? I almost said today. How are we doing tonight, Card Breaker Nation? We are officially on episode 26. Baseball season is in full effect. CK is on the show. So our little openers, the Yankees are 6-1. Danny, how are we feeling about our Yankees, bro?
Are spreading the news. Are spreading the news.
I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New
New
York, New
York, New
York,
York.
these vagabond shoes. All right, yeah, no. So, Tom, how are you feeling about your guards? Your guards have started off a little bit hot too.
Yeah, not bad. Could be worse. We could be the Mets. I'm just playing, Chris.
Oh,
But
But nah,
no,
nah,
the
man.
man of the hour, Chris. This is a safe space. We will let you talk about your Mets and vent about your Mets. So the floor is yours.
Nothing to say. What do you want me to say? 1-5. Earlier today, 0-5. I didn't expect them to be that bad. I don't think they will be. I don't think they'll be that bad. But I mean, they low expectations, man. They already said they weren't going to sign these guys. You know? They're big. Instead, you guys got Juan Soto. We got JD Martinez. You know, you see. You know, that was they were pretty clear with the season they were looking for. But we'll see what they can put together. Honestly, the Mets do better when everybody's shitting on them. When they have expectations. The same thing as the Jets. When they have expectations,
And the
that's
Browns,
when
yeah.
shit is scary. When nobody expects
Yes.
nothing from them, they can surprise you.
Giants too.
You know.
Yep. Yep. Cowboys. All of our teams, man. Anytime there's any expectation, we suck.
The Cowboys, but here's the thing with the Cowboys though, with their expectations. They have these expectations, but everybody knows they're getting
here
bounced
we
in the first or
go.
second round.
Here we go.
It
Billy.
that's not even
All
that's
right.
it's not even an expectation. It's just kind of reality at this point, bro.
Danny's like,
We
all right,
make
what's
it.
topic one?
We
Topic
make
one.
it there.
Topic one.
We make it there. We make it
Nah,
there
remember when I
when
talked to
we're on
Danny?
vacation. It's
No,
okay.
I remember I talked to Danny after the playoff loss to the Packers. He sent me a text. This was honestly the most depressing text I've ever gotten in my life. The dude said, I think I'm the reason why the Cowboys suck. I was born because when Danny was born was the last time they won anything.
No, man, nothing's gonna beat the one where he had the cowboy hat on and he just like was like, oh, and just tapped the screen with it when they took that gruesome loss, man. Oh man, we'll get that on the next show. I gotta have that. We gotta have that video somewhere. Somebody's
It's a
got
yearly tradition. Don't
I have
worry.
it.
Don't worry.
nice.
It's a yearly tradition.
I know for a fact I have it on my phone. I sent it to his cousin. I sent it to Natalie, so I know for a
Nice.
fact I have that. All right, so enough about our sports teams. We're going to go into the first topic. The first Juan Soto autographed Yankees cards are officially hitting on April 10th in 2024, Topps Heritage. And actually, Topps announced earlier this is the red ink auto. These are to 75. This one specifically is going to be the first one on the print. It's a red ink and it says my first Yankees auto. So this is going to be probably the chase of the whole entire product, unless they come out and Shohei does the same thing, and those will be the top two hits of the product. But as of now, as it stands, this is going to be the top hit of the product, and understandably so. This is a sick card. It's just straight nasty. Juan
Yeah,
Soto to start the year has been insane. He's been a dog god. Every single
he has
game
been,
that
man.
Juan Soto has played, every single game that Juan Soto has played, I just keep sitting there and I'm just like, there's an extra zero, and how this point's a blank check. If he keeps this up, it's a blank check.
I'm just glad
Yeah,
he's on our side.
yeah. I
I
heard
am too.
Shohei's got a card that says Dodgers -2.5. Is what the inscription he's putting on his.
That's
Wow.
Billy.
Wow.
Oh man, next. No, oh man, no, but Juan Soto has been a freaking monster for you guys, man. You guys look really good this year. 5-1. I did not expect that to come out the gate like that, but Shout out to your Yankees, man. Nice little start for sure.
You heard it here, guys. Right, straight
Six and
from
one
Gilly's
better.
mouth to God's ears. Yankees are $500. Let's go. $500 for the Yankees spot. Because Juan Soto autos,
Everybody else a
baby.
butt.
We're looking for the
Let's go.
inscription. We're going.
We're
We're gonna get some heritage.
going
So
hunting.
I'm actually excited about it. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Nice, fun budget rip for sure.
Yeah, but apparently Chris says he's pricing up for $500. I don't know what the hell that's about.
That just helps make every other team $1 or $2, so we're good.
Yeah, every other team.
I know.
I'm talking for a case, bro.
I know, Deuce
I'm
Jones.
talking for a case.
Nick, if you're
500.
Nick, if you're watching,
Every other team, $10.
Nick,
Everyone.
Nick, if you're watching, don't worry. I will make sure that's not the pricing. I will make sure that's not the pricing.
You don't make the pricing, Nick. I'm sorry.
You don't make the pricing. You're the one that said he's not chasing the product.
I don't make the pricing. I have influence in the pricing, though.
He does run the Facebook page
Slight.
during the day.
Yeah,
I could
true.
do whatever
He could
I
change
want.
the price if he wanted
He
to.
could technically.
Eggs.
Yeah.
I could technically make everything $1, but then again, you guys want to receive me again because I'd be in a 6-foot ditch in the Hudson by the Hudson River. So, all right. So on to topic number 2, Nolan Shanuel has put his Topps Series 1 card photos on his bat knobs. This is a 100% unique spin on any equipment that I've seen personally for baseball. We saw it earlier in the year with hockey. The guy, the Seattle Kraken, he put all the one side was the retro cards and one side was the newer cards of like all the Seattle legends like Julio, Ken Griffey, and such. But yeah, no, this is honestly such a cool idea here. The thing is, do you think Todd's gonna take these bad knobs and throwing them to a product?
I could see him trying some stuff like that. That's for sure. That would be interesting. Little one-of-one action.
What do you think about the CK?
Well, my bad. The audio cut out for me. I think it's cool. I mean, I personally I had a big influence in the designing of our logo, so I'm a fan of the neon light thing. So I actually like this set for what Topps did. I actually was a fan of the design.
Old school.
So I'm with it, man. It's just showing love to the hobby. It's unfortunate that the companies who make the cards haven't shown as much love to the hobby, but at least the players are down. So.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
for
we're
sure.
still waiting on our lawsuit against Topps for stealing, our logo ideas. But more when that comes, it's pending.
They said
We're trying to get Panini's
bigger
lawyers.
fish to fry or something like that. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, we're trying to get Panini's lawyers to help us out, man. But yeah, no help yet.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna get canceled by Fanatics. We're gonna get blackballed. Shit. We're gonna be
Can't get much
blackballed.
worse. Can't get much worse. Can't get much worse.
Really can't. Really can't. All right. So on to the next topic, and this is about Upper Deck. So hopefully they don't try to blackball us too. This is kind of a controversial topic for some of the collectors. So employees of Upper Deck, they're occasionally gifted cards. So they were gifted these hard signed Connor Bedard rookie cards, and they started to appear on eBay. The post that I saw from Sports Card Investors, shout out to him. There was 19 of them on eBay, and the last one I personally saw, it had a bid of up to $27.50. I don't know exactly what the cards sold for, but I mean, hey, some people are mad about it, but here's how I see it. If I'm working for a card company and you're giving me a rookie this highly sought after, I'm selling the damn card. Are you kidding me? That's essentially they're probably giving out bonuses to their employees and all that, but nice little 3K on the side for a card that you just got randomly handed.
Yeah, man. I'm looking right now. 3150, 2500, 3000, 2600, 2550, and 2400 for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total sold since March the 29th, all in the 2600 to 3200 range. So yeah, man. Wow.
That's vacation money.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
How would you feel like, all right, here's your yearly bonus, and your yearly bonus is just a Connor Bedard card. Like that's it. They're like, here's your bonus. Do what you will with it. And if you don't want to sell it, great, you can hold on to it. And it's like holding stock options. If this guy ends up becoming really good and you end up getting 10K for it 2, 3 years down the road, or you take the 3K right now, right?
I'd take 3K right now, but that's just because I don't know anything about hockey.
Yeah, where the card market is right now. Kind of crazy, but cool concept though. I mean, there's probably something like if we went to you and was like, Gilly, we're gonna give you a gift. It was like a fucking, something that's worth something that you actually did like football. Give you like an autographed Joe Burrow card. You'd probably be like, all right, sick, bro. And I mean, I don't think you'd be like, oh man, one of the 3K. You'd probably be like, what? You know what I mean? But then again, maybe you wouldn't. What would you do?
I'll say this: if it's an autographed Kobe Bryant card, it'll never leave. Any other card, I'm not going to guarantee you I wouldn't sell it.
Yeah, good point.
I will
But
say
it's your
that
choice.
shit.
You can choose to
It
sell it.
depends.
I guess like if you're gonna sell it anyway, then it's like you're making me do the work. Just give me the money, right? Like if
Exactly.
you're making me do the work of selling it, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather you at that point. I'd rather you just give me the money straight up, so I don't have to go deal with eBay, the fees, and all that shit. I'd rather just yeah, fuck that.
You're like the Scrooge of cards.
What do you mean I'm like the Scrooge of cards?
Ah, humbug! Don't give me
You
the
are
card.
what your chest says. My chest says NFC champions, New York Giants. Definitely not that. Not going to be this year at least. Definitely I am
You
not
got
what my
that.
chest says there, Sal.
You got that from your dad, right? Because that was like the last time that they were anywhere near that, right? It was like the 90s. Like that's an old shirt. Probably worth some money now.
Wait. This shirt that I'm wearing right now, you wanna know who
Yeah.
I got it from? You do?
Danny,
I got it from Dan.
I knew it.
I got it from Dan. I got it from Dan.
You got it from
I
Danny.
got
I
this
wanted it at
exact
my
shirt
house.
from Danny.
I didn't want it.
I got that one. I got like a 2001 vintage shirt with like Seahorn on there, Strahan and shit. Yeah, no, I got these my vintage Giant shirts. I got them from Danny Danish. That is all I'm gonna say. He's a Cowboys fan, but for some reason he had Giant shirts. Do with that information as you will. I'm just saying I got them from the Danish. That's
My
it.
uncle trolled me and gave me a bag of Giants and Eagle stuff,
Ooh.
knowing I was a
Ooh.
Cowboy fan.
Danny's pronouns are Cowboys, Giants.
What'd you wait, yo? What'd you do with the wait? Do you still have the Eagle stuff?
No, I got rid of them first.
Oh, I was about to
Those are
say,
gone.
bro.
Yeah.
I was about to
Yeah.
say we gotta make it's getting nice out. We could have had a nice fire with them.
No, that's what I did before. It was cold here before. That was some nice fire starter in that. Nice fire starter.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. All right, so
It
on
kept
the
me warm
topic.
through the winter.
All right, so on the topic number 4, PSA has actually sent a new monthly grading record in March with 1.3 million items, which is an insane amount of stuff to grade. I know that is nuts. I know Tom has
1.3.
a strong opinion on PSA, so we're just gonna let you go.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell that they've been busy. I mean, we just finally got the second half of a submission from early December. On your 60-day, just finally finished. We'll hopefully be back in the store tomorrow. But man, yeah, bro. Again, they're getting themselves into that same hole, but they seem to be working through it a lot better than they were a couple of years ago. I remember when we first started this back in like 2020, man. Like you were submitting stuff in the COVID bubble, and it was taking minimum a year to get stuff back till they did the pause, got themselves caught back up. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's easy to grade 1.3 million cards when your grades are just coming from a dartboard. So, no, I'm just kidding. It ain't
Yeah,
that bad, but there's been some
yeah, it
wild
is.
grades on some of these cards. Like PSA 6s on cards that I can't clearly see any damage to. The centering is fine. Corners and edges are good. Tell me what deserves a 6 out of this. Like, do you have like a quota? You can only give so many 10s in a submission unless on backyard breaks breaking from your office. But yeah, congrats PSA, man. I guess keep up the good work. Keep it going. What about you, Chris? What do you think about the PSA craziness?
It's like I don't know. I mean, like, there's positives and negatives like anything else. Like the good thing is you see something like that, it shows you that there's still a lot of collectors out there, people who are interested in the hobby if they bother to get them graded. The downside, of course, more cards that are getting graded, the higher the pop counts, the lower the value of the cards. So the rare cards are becoming more and more important. Short prints, all that kind of stuff. Like it's almost like the economy, right? Like when you see the rich people get richer, the poor people get poorer. This is an example of that. The people who have the really high end, super rare stuff, their stuff's going to go up even higher because this amount of product just got less rare and more common. So there's going to be a bigger separation, I think, between some of your more common cards and your, stuff that's out of 5 or out of 25 or out of 10. And even that, man, like Panini is like, they'll have a 1/1, like in Obsidian, right? 1/1 of Sharpened. But then also have a 1/1 of their other patch. And a 1/1 of their other patch. And then a 1/1 of their other, you know what I'm saying? It's a little excessive. On the one hand, I'm happy because I want people to hit. Like, we do the breaks. Like, I threw in a limited box into our break yesterday because there was no color blast. And should have been, and the case sucked. That was really why. It wasn't about the color blast. The case, I just felt like the case sucked. So I threw in a limited box. But, it's cool. And we want people to succeed. We want people to have fun. And we want the hobby to grow. But this definitely, for the ecosystem, definitely makes things a little more competitive, I guess, for the more common cards. So it's bittersweet. I'm happy people are submitting. I'm happy to see these numbers go up. It's even good for business, right? Like we help our guys with submissions. We have a friend of ours who helps prep the cards and make sure they're clean before we send them off the grading. So it's like it's creating more jobs for people. It's great. But at the end of the day, what the consumer cares about the most are you have your collectors, great for them. But the big dogs, the investors, maybe not as great for them. So pros and cons, but overall, I think it's exciting for the hobby. Just at least people are in it, right? Got to be in it to win it.
Ooh, man, Danish Mr. 10, dude. Like, I swear, he's thrown stuff in a submission sleeve before, and it's just come back 10s.
Like 10s all
That's
the
what
time.
that's what I'm not saying now.
We call him.
I be getting
Danny
back
Dimes.
10s.
Is he the new Danny Dimes now, Gilly? Is he the new Danny Dimes?
He's the new Danny
I really
Dimes,
have no
bro.
complaints. Yeah, they be good. They be doing good for me.
Zach Wilson downtown.
Danny Dimes about to be Danny Dimes about to be Danny Dimes about to be Danny fucking dealership when he's out of the NFL and all he can do is sell cars.
When that happens,
Danny
when the
Dimes.
Giants get rid of him, he's the new Danny Dimes. Danish is the new Danny Dimes. I mean, to me, he's always Swelly Mo. I got my daughter.
When the Giants get rid of him.
But it's between me and him.
yes. I love it. Yeah, no, when Daniel Jones leaves my team, I'm popping a bottle of champagne.
Can we go back to
That's your
episode
quarterback,
1?
bro.
Can we go back
That's
to
your
episode 1
quarterback.
of the Beyond the Bricks podcast with his $40 million man
No.
rant? Like we got to replay that at some point.
No,
You're right. I forgot all about it.
no,
Were you really?
I forgot.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god.
He's
Nah,
gonna show
we
you
don't
why
got it.
he's the $40 million man.
He said
Dude,
no.
he's hype.
No.
No.
That $40 million man got 40 points dropped on
that
That's our next video. This did
I'll
not
never
age
forget.
well.
I will never forget that game.
No. Going down.
that
It's
podcast, that podcast, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit sauced up. I was having a little bit of MJ secret stuff, and yeah, we got a little bit sugar happy there. We got a little bit of confidence there.
You're gonna get memed so hard, bro. So hard.
Yeah, bro. This did not age well.
I'm so fucked. All right, on the topic number 5. SGC, on the other hand, as well, had a record-breaking quarter to start off 2024. In 2024 Q1, they had 467,000 cards graded and shipped, which is a 42% increase from 2023's numbers. So this is a take of mine that has not aged badly. SGC on the up and up. I'm telling you, SGC is the number 2 still. I think SGC is number 2. I'm going PSA, SGC, then Beckett. What has Beckett done since we started the show? And we had that discussion in the first show, arguing all the graded slabs. Beckett has done nothing. SGC just got bought by the same people that own PSA. PSA's been making partnerships with Fanatics Live. It's like they're making steps to go forward, and Becca's kind of just like stuck in their old head ways, just like hoping that their name just kind of keeps them going. But a lot of less people are just submitting Beckett.
I mean, what's your thoughts? What do you think about the SGC slabs? I know initially for me, like the tuxedo was like, it's growing on me. Like I don't hate it. I'm still a PSA guy at heart. The customer service stuff does suck, and that's where your SGC guys are thriving. But overall, man, I like you said, I hope for them they can try to find some more value in this market and try to bring it up a little bit. But yeah, they're growing on me, man. We'll see what happens over the next few years. Maybe they go to a little slimmer slab, like more comparable to a PSA, but still do the tuxedo. Like, there's some stuff that could change. I think that might make them a little more desirable. What do you guys think?
I still like Beckett for the thick cards, like the RPA kind of stuff, especially because I think the subgrades for the bigger cards are a little more important. We know the thicker cards are always tougher grades. So at least Beckett explains to you with their little subgrades, like if you're buying it, okay, it's a 7.5, but it's only because of this. You know what I mean? So I mean, really, 8.5 would have been a better example, but I like that. Other than that, yeah, man, I like PSA number 1. I'm just used to it, and I like SGC second because it's just sleeker, lighter. The Beckett slabs break really easy. Like you want to be careful with all your shit, but I have had more Beckett, or at least seen more Beckett slabs cracked and all these different things, and then I have PSA and SGCs. So I like them better. I like the sleek stuff, light to carry, lighter to move. But for thick cards, to me, I still like the way Beckett does things. Thicker cards like RPA. Overall, I'm with you, Gilly. I like SGC.
She's taking it over. I'm telling y'all. All right, so on our next topic, we have the NBA Obsidian preview that got released a couple of hours before. So with Obsidian, we literally were just ripping the NFL Obsidian. So you're still looking for your, purple floods, your etches, your stuff like that. The thing is, the difference between Obsidian with NFL and NBA is that there's no color blast here. Oh wait, are there color blasts in? Yeah, no, there's no color blast, if I'm not mistaken. I think color blasts are only of what's it called?
Well, they do have for the Monopoly
Prism.
basketball, they have the Money Blast now. That looks like a color blast, but it's
they have those.
Not Obsidian. That's
I think your case. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your case hits and Obsidians are supernovas, those die cuts.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no. So you're basically looking for the same stuff that you're looking for in NFL Obsidian. Like I said, though, you're not getting your color blast, which kind of sucks because color blast basketball will be fire.
Why do they do that? Why don't they just? I wish I could ask them. Like, why don't you put?
It's.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like why is Crown Royale the one that has the
kabooms instead of
kabooms
absolute?
and
Right. Why did you
instead of absolute? Like, I think that's hella dumb.
Just keep it the same. It's easier people to know what's in these. Kind of a dick move.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Agreed.
I say.
Agreed.
Yo, what's up, Manny? How we doing, brother? How we doing, brother, man?
Who's that, Manny Cap?
All right, yeah, but on it, Manny Cat
Manny
in the
Cap
building.
happening, brother.
All right, yeah. So on to topic number 7. this is a very surprising subject too. Pete Rose is one of the retrofractor cards that are going to be featured in 2024 Bowman Baseball. This is super surprising to the fact that he's been suspended by the MLB since 1989 for the whole entire gambling scandal and all that. He has not had a licensed card in any MLB product since then, but he's made appearances in the WWE Undisputed set in 2015. He had an unnamed cameo in 2020 Series 2. So it was it showed one of the Reds team or Phillies teams from the 1980s or team in the 1980s that he was on in that one. I think it was a Phillies card, if I'm mistaken. My apologies. But he was on that and a Babe Ruth movie promo set. And the part that's really, really interesting about this, he has autographs in this too. But the thing is, I don't know how much a Pete Rose numbered card that is autographed is going to sell for the fact that Pete Rose has so much memorabilia that he signs. I mean, downstairs, I have a Sorry I Bet on Baseball signed by him. Pete Rose literally signed so much stuff that I don't know what the value of this card will be. Maybe there's more hype around it because it's his first baseball card, which I could see. It's definitely interesting. I will if anyone wants to buy that Pete Rose baseball off of me, I definitely would sell it because I bought it and then I kind of like read into Pete Rose like a year or two later, and that dude's not gonna lie, Pete Rose is kind of a scuzzball, bro. Pete Rose is definitely besides the gambling shit, he's a scuzzball.
No, you could tell that from like the most recent videos. But I saw the funny one where he was like, if I had an interpreter, I'd have been scot-free. Like, let the man in the Hall of Fame, bro. He's spent 35, 36 years of freaking pain and suffering for being a dumbass in the 80s, man. Come on, let him in. Let him in. Let him in.
It's just
No, he did some dumb shit like in the 2000s and stuff too. He doesn't have a good track record.
it is ironic that this would because I'm sure that they decided this well beforehand. This was probably decided a while ago. I'm assuming, right? It's not like they decided they didn't hear the Otani news and like, yo, let's get Pete Rose retrofactors in here, right? Like they had to have known about this. So if that's the case,
That is ironic as shit.
So if that's the case, like, how about that for irony? Like, what are the chances you decide to put Pete Rose in, and then the face of baseball, Mr. Shohei Otani, gets trapped in a betting scandal in that same year? You can't make this shit up, man.
Same year, in the same 2 weeks.
In the same couple of weeks, yeah, right. But I think like the historian guy, the historian guys or whatever, not like the guys who like appreciate that stuff, like the older guys maybe, they might think it's cool to get a retrofactor from Pete Rose and a fully licensed, his Cincinnati Reds, his fucking logos and everything, because everything he's done had to have been non-licensed because the MLB would have sued him. So, I would imagine like he just screams Leaf guy, doesn't he? Just screams Leaf. It's like, you know what I mean? But so all in all, it's cool. But I agree with you. I don't see. Maybe there'll be a little hype, but look how quickly Brady fell out. Not to say the Brady's aren't worth money, but people were talking like these were going to be $1 million cards, and a couple people noticed that wasn't really Brady's body, and then like half the fucking desirability dropped right out the gate. Half the people were just like, "Oh, it's not his body." So they'll find some reason to be like, "Oh yeah, Pete Rose," and then a week later, like, you know what? Nobody likes this guy. It's just like, you know what I mean, something like that. But good for him, man. Get yourself a payday, Pete. Get yourself a payday, Petey.
Yeah, it'll carry a little more of a premium, I think, since, like you said, it's his first autograph card pretty much ever. I think it's going to carry
89.
Yeah, it's going to carry a premium higher than like your autographed baseballs, jerseys, bats, gloves, betting slips, helmets, like all that stuff. It's going to carry a little more premium again, especially if it's like the retro. For you get a super fractor, Pete Rose auto 1 of 1 from Bowman. You're talking a few $1,000 at least. Somebody's going to jump on something crazy like
I
that.
do agree with that. It's just crazy that they would do this like now. I guess it's because how like common gambling is now. It's legal everywhere, but at the same time, is this the time that you want to bring back somebody who got in trouble for gambling? And there's like teams that have sports books in their stadiums and shit. Like guys are getting in trouble constantly for betting. Calvin Ridley got in trouble
Shout
for
out
betting
City
from, you know what I'm
Field.
saying? Like it's not just one. Like, it's happening, and now you're like, hey, yo, P Rose, hey, like you know what I mean? DraftKings, FanDuel, let's go, holla, you know what I mean?
Maybe
Yeah,
it has
City
something to
Field
do with them
has
putting
the
the card shop in the stadium in Cincinnati too. Like, hey, let's get our boy in there.
Yeah, boy, hey, you know what?
Oh yeah, I just realized we all got to go to a Mets game because they opened up their sports book this year.
Oh yeah, at City Field.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they were making it last year. I went to a game. Actually, no, what? That might have been put in last year now that I think about it because
Well,
I went to a game
e-
2 years
either
ago.
way, I want to go, especially because one, I like going there. I like going to Met games. Man. Number two, they just got voted the best food of all ballparks. So I haven't tried
I
everything.
mean,
I've
they
had
got
some of their
Shake
food.
Shack
That's
there
what
though.
Yeah,
I was saying that before.
yeah.
Nah, bro. City Field has some
Tickets
good
are
ass
cheap
seats.
too.
Yankee Stadium's starting to get up there too, though. Yankee Stadium, I saw they added a bunch of stuff to the menu. I actually saw like an Instagram reel of it. It should have made me hungry as hell when I saw it. I can't lie. All right, so we're going on to new releases. Tom, it's all you.
Yeah, so we did have the Obsidian preview. I'll caveat on that we don't have the photo for that, but Obsidian is next week. We
No,
already
so
talked
go
about
Topps
that.
Heritage.
Yeah, Topps Heritage, I'm getting into it. So Obsidian's next week as well, basketball. But the big one, like Gilly said, Topps Heritage next week. You're going to be getting the Juan Soto autographed cards, which is awesome. Couple small changes Gilly wanted me to talk about. It's been several years where the base set's 100 short prints, one in every 3 packs. Changes in the checklist that they moved those to the end of the checklist, right? Is what you were saying. So normally it was like cards 0 to 100 were like your short prints, and then 100 through 500. Now it's flopping the other way around.
Yeah,
So
they're
they'll
they're
be
at the end now. They're at the start.
right, exactly. So they'll be at the end of the print run instead of that. So you'll still be able to get your base set starting from 1. It's only a couple random cards I think Gilly said are in there. They get the front a lot different, harder to ignore than when you land on them. Chasing the red ink as well. Those are number to 75 and falling every 739 hobby packs. Topps Heritage, man. Again, super fun, super cheap. If you're somebody that just wants to load up on cards, you give your base cards to your kids. You're jumping a handful of breaks on Heritage, bro. You're giving your kid a stack like this. For any of us breakers that ship all cards normally. So,
Yeah, but I don't think
one autograph or relic
all
per.
cards for base, right?
Not on these. Yeah, if you want a handful of base for the kids, well, we always will
We'll
send
fit up
you
for the
something
kid.
for the kids for sure. What one autograph or one relic per box? Looking like the boxes are going to be like in the $100 to $120 range. I think the last time I checked. Just waiting for lock in on our allocation, so we'll know soon. But 12-box case, man, another rip. It takes a minute for us to get through, but plenty of rookies, plenty of parallels, nice little amount of color in there too as well. And you can pull some cool stuff, man. I'm looking forward to us hopefully pulling that Juan Soto red with the first on the print would be nice. Yankees $400. Let's go.
Stop it. That's not their fucking praise. Stop the fake news. All right. Well,
He
they
is
keep
so
talking.
mad, bro.
While they keep talking about the fake news, we're gonna go on our players that we're talking about. And the first one, very interesting one, Justin Herbert. We're talking about his 2020 Silver Prism. Instead of the PSA 10, I went with the PSA 9 here, as it has the higher pop count than the 10. The pop count on this card is 761. In the last 3 months, we have seen a growth of 20.75% over 29 sales. Current price is at $241.50. The average is at $254.42. The low at $180 and the high at $310. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. $241.50 for this card. I'm buying it at that price right now. I'm buying it, especially with Jim Harbaugh. I'm buying this. I'm buying it at the exact price that it is right now. I would buy this card.
You said it's gone up.
It's gone up 20% over the last 29 sales. The low is at 180 and it's at 241. I mean, I still think 241 is a good price.
Yeah, I don't hate it for the PSA 9, but go ahead.
I don't know. He just needs help with that offense, you know? The other people.
Yeah, with Mike
Yeah.
Williams. Who else? Eckler.
Keenan Allen, all three.
No Williams,
You know.
no
Yeah.
no Eckler, no Williams, no freaking Keenan Allen. Yeah,
Is
no.
he,
But like, if you're buying anyway, though,
yeah.
like Gilly's more talking like
You're buying long
he's
term.
talking about like.
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
long term.
Because all in all,
Yeah.
that little growth we saw, like think about it. He lost all his receivers, all his playmakers, and yet his card went up 20%. That's the Harbaugh effect. That's having like an established real coach. So I happen to think that they're right. I think over the longer sample, I think the Chargers, I hope anyway, the Chargers will find a way to get some young guys or get guys around him. And if Herbert is that good, we're going to find out. Is it just your receivers or are you that,
Yes.
that good? I think he's that good. I think he's just
No,
good.
he's that good. He's 100% that good.
I
He's
agree.
top 5, top 10.
I would take him. Take him
Yeah,
over
no,
him.
this is a card. Yeah, at 240, this is a card that I would take and wait till he gets some receivers or something, and I could see his card going in the 400 range, and then you cash out then.
We talked about him like
No.
I'm not on the show, but we talked about him in general, like amongst ourselves, like a few months ago. I said it then. It's like Harbaugh. As soon as Harbaugh got there, I was like, "Yo, yeah, Herbie. People are sleeping on Herbie." And because at that point his cards had come down during the season because the Chargers kind of sucked, and he didn't have the greatest year, and so he kind of went down during the season. And I was like, I don't think that's stupid. I think he's fine. You know what I mean? So I liked him then. I like him now for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I agree.
And him being the heart of like the COVID bubble, man, like I think that also overall kind of hurts people's expectations because they're looking at this Silver Prism PSA 10 probably in 2021, right? Was $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 card. Market settled down. Even the PSA 10 is probably what, $700-800 maybe now. So at least it's more back in the range.
No, it's like a $1,400, $1,500 card. I was looking at it.
Right. So you're talking probably twice that at the height of the bubble. I think that hurts when people look back and go, well, this is what it was, but this is what it is now. And maybe don't take that kind of stuff into account. But I definitely, like you said, 240 for a PSA 9 silver, done. I'm a buyer on that all day long.
And to be honest,
like you said, the Harbaugh effect.
I think it's gonna continue to go down a little bit. Like I know, like eventually, like the PSA 9s and the bases at least, because we just saw PSA to set a record in grading. Remember during that COVID bubble, PSA was also on a hiatus. They weren't grading anymore. So like the pop counts weren't gonna rise. Now it's the opposite. Pop counts are like for these kind of cards are guaranteed to rise. So it's like, Herbert in general, I know is what we're talking about. So that I'm like 2 thumbs up. Base cards though, I don't know if I'm so gung ho. I mean, you get them just to get them, but I think they might come down a little bit more just because the pop counts might go up. So they might be a little more common.
Totally agree.
But Herbert in general though, I'm all for it. And even if they do come down, eventually those numbers will start to stabilize a little bit, and they'll know what your true number is. And long term, he's still great. But my point is, Herbie to me is not a quick flip guy. He's a guy you buy and hold and watch his career do its thing and then sell it before he retires. That's what I would do.
No, I feel you on that for sure.
For sure. All right. Now we're going into the subject of baseball, and we are talking about arguably the hottest player in baseball right now, Mookie frickin' Betts. His 2014 Topps Chrome update, numbered US 20, the PSA 10 Pop 705, has seen an insane growth of 55.30% over the last 3 months on 22 sales. While in the last 2 weeks, though, it has grown 37.75% over the last 8 sales. In the 2 week spans, the current price of this card is at $512.50. The low has been at $372.33. The high of $512 is what this card is currently at, and the average has been around 451.83. Mookie has started the year off hot with a 485 batting average, 5 home runs, and 11 RBIs as of April 4th when this episode is being recorded. You want my honest answer? I still think Mookie Betts I still think he's underpriced as hell. I think he's underpriced as hell. One of the greatest players of my generation, in my opinion. I think his cards are undervalued, heavy.
Yeah, I mean that's one hell of a team they've got now too. So we shall see, man. If this is going to be the year that stuff's going to go psycho, probably the year. So yeah, I could see that, man. There's definitely some quick upside. I think possibly you might have missed the bubble initially on the big hop rate, which is what you're getting now, but as you're seeing, it's still going up over the last 2 weeks. Probably still some room for improvement because the hype is still there. So yeah, man, I like the short-term quick flip. Like if you're gonna quick it, flip it, and flip it quick, maybe got some upside there. But yeah, bro, arguably, like you said, one of the greater players that's ever played. So I see some long-term some hold value there as well too, man. What do you guys think?
Love Mookie.
What's your opinion, Chris?
I love Mookie. Overall, I think that he's always undervalued. And it's because he plays with a bunch of stars. He's in LA. When he was in Boston, he stood out a little more. You got the Green Monster. You had some things, but overall, I think he's always going to be undervalued. I'm always I look at a guy like Mookie and I'm like, cheap. But he plays with a lot of stars. It's like, big fish, small pond, little fish, big pond. He's a big fish in a big pond. Look at the Dodgers. They're loaded. They're so loaded from head to toe. But I'm a Mookie guy. I'm for
it. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. All right, we're going to go into our top 5 of the week. They're going to be heading on out of here, guys. At number 5, we have our Nick Bosa out of 25 silver bar out of impeccable. This is actually the second Nick Bosa silver bar that we have pulled, which is considering how many silver bars are in the set is kind of crazy. But at the same time,
10%
it's
of them
kind of
pull
like,
here, the Cardbreaker Nation.
yeah, fucking makes no sense. And then at number 4, we have our Ichiro out of 99 patch auto. Ichiro, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. I saw Ichiro's last home run actually as a Marlin, which he is in this card. I was there for that game, which is fire. At number 3, we have the Mike Trout to 25 auto. Like I said, with Ichiro, this is one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Out of 25, absolutely sick card. But at number 2, I had the Jordan Love out of 5 Mojo Obsidian. The reason why I put him over Trout is that this is just a lower numbered card. Obsidian, in my opinion, is a personally better set. And Jordan Love's market in general is just really hot right now as compared to Mike Trout's. Mike Trout's is just kind of like
Love his
whatever.
auto too, man. You want to make it simple, make it mean something. So
Yeah,
shout out to
Jay.
Love, man.
Yeah, no, that's fire. Then at number 1, pulled by the boy yourself. I actually pulled the Jordan Love too, but pulled by the boy yourself. C.J. Stroud out of 8, sharpened patch. Shout out to the Iceman for this card. Absolute sickness, absolute fire. Shout out to MagSafe for the one touch. Absolute sickness on this one, bro. Absolute sickness.
For sure, man. That was wild.
Banger. Straight banger. All right,
Good
so
week.
that's gonna wrap it up for yes, sir. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for episode 26. If you are watching on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, share it to your friends, leave a comment. That means the world to us. So it help us out with the algorithm. And if you're on Facebook, we can't do this without each and every single one of you. We appreciate the Facebook Nation. And like I said, if you're on YouTube, come on, man. Go ahead, check us out. We have breaks every day live on the page. So hope to see some of you guys there. Have a great rest of your night, guys.